Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. A few days ago someone sent me this picture here and asked me how I would model this cube here. And normally I try it before I do a tutorial. I try it once and so that I can make a fluent tutorial. But today I decided I don't try it before, I just do it now. And so don't be surprised if some mistakes happen and something else. But maybe it's interesting for you how I do this when I do not really know, because I do not really know if how I do this front here. Because if we model it, we will get too many geometries, so everything will be very slow and thing. I think we can make this with an alpha texture, with an alpha mask. So we will see how we do this. Okay, let's start. First, I want to make. I go in the front view, so and take a rectangle and take this rounding here. Okay. This should be the right rounding. Let's see. Yeah, this is. I think that's okay. Then I make this editable, so see on your keyboard. Now I go in the point mode and right click and create outline. Here I want the outline like this. Let's try here. Go back with Ctrl C and try here at 10. Oh, minus 10. Yeah, I think minus 10 is okay here. Okay. I go here. Now I need an extrude. Go here. Hold the Alt, so if this rectangle is selected, hold the Alt key and press on the extrude, so the extrude becomes a parent of this rectangle here. And the depth will be 400, because our rectangle here is 400 by 400. We see it here. And so we have a cube, 400, 400, 400. Okay. To start, it's okay, I would say. And here, normally I try to avoid bool wherever I can. But I think here, because here is no geometry and nothing, I think it could work quite good with a bool, so that we can make this this ring here and these three knobs here, if you see it, and this big knob here. Let's try it. So for this ring in the middle, I go in the top view. Then I take a tube. Here's the tube. And we have 400, 400, 400, so I try it here with the outer radius 100 and the inner radius 90. Should work. And I move it, because we are here 400, so I move it 200 up here. Hold your shift key so you can move in with increments of 10 and go 200 up here, so I'm exactly in the middle here. Okay, so far. Maybe the tube is a little too thin. No, I think it could work. And let's try it with 10, that's okay. So 10 is this 100 to 90, and we have 10 here. Okay, let's go here and put this tube up so that it intersects for the bool. The next thing we need to make. Let's see how long we can wait until we make this editable. Go to a null object. We need an. No, we can try it directly with this. Select the extrude and put the extrude in a bool object. So Alt and bool, and under the extrude put the tube in, and that works quite nice. So for the eyes, here you can hide the new edges. Now it looks quite much better. And now I see for the tube we need more segments, because I just try to work without hypernerves here, without subdivision surface. So I take the cube and make, let's say, 60. Yeah, that looks rounder. And now I want bevel here. How can we take this? We can make one. If you don't have the bevel deformer, it's now you would have to convert this now with C or with this nice plugin. Maybe you know it. Meanwhile, I'll show it in every tutorial of mine. And let's try it. Take this spool and hit Alt G on your keyboard for a null object. And under the null we give the bevel deformer. So hold the Shift key now and bevel deformer. Okay, that doesn't work, but when we go to the bool and here we have create single object. Now you see we get our bevel here. And the bevel, I want, let's say, 3. Oh, maybe that's too much. 2. Let's see how round this looks. It looks very round. Let's make 3. Okay. It's this now. Let's render this for a moment. Let's see what we get. Everything looks quite nice here. Okay. That's this so far. Now I want these 3 little knobs here. But I show you how you can do it if you don't have this bevel deformer. This is done in a minute. So here's the bool. So I make a backup for my things. I wrote a little script. You find the download link. If you need it, it makes just a backup, a null called backup, and hide it. So it does nothing more. But for me, it's good for the workflow. And I take a copy of this spool in this backup here. So hold the Control key and just drag it in the backup. So, and now I have my backup. So if you don't have this bevel deformer, just go to the bool. And now with this script, you just hit this script, hit optimize, it does everything for you, or you have to hit C on your keyboard or here on this symbol here. And but if you do it with C, then you have to combine everything and optimize everything. So with this script it does everything for you. So just hit the script, okay. Now we have this spool here. And now if you don't have this bevel, you just have to go in the edge mode, UL on the keyboard for loop selection, and hit and take all the loops you need. This is come on. just a little. Come on. No, I haven't. Okay, one. Then this one. It's too hard. But you should get the idea what I mean. You know what? I do it. I take this one and this one. Then I hit the control key on the keyboard and go to the edge mode. And now I have these two edges here. So then we need UL. Maybe these outer ones they are easier. 1, 2. And you need, of course, this and this, and here and behind the same. And then you just go MS for bevel, and now you can bevel here. So let's say with an offset of 3 and 3 subdivisions, and you get exactly the same like with the bevel deformer. So, but we don't need this. We go here to bool, put it in here, and we have everything. So, the next thing are these 3 knobs here, these little knobs here, and this big one here. But I do it just by eye, I have no measurements for this or something else. So go in the top view, and now I take a cylinder, put it around here, and make it of course smaller for these little knobs. How big we are now here? 6, like 5. Let's say 5. Then we need another one, so hold Control on your keyboard and just drag it down, and now Control and Shift on your keyboard. So we have this increment thing. 20 centimeter to the right, and take the other one again, and 20 centimeter to the left. Yes, so we have 3 things. And now we need a cylinder for the big knob. Just drag it here. Don't forget to hold your control key. Say 100, okay, and make this of course bigger. Something like that. Okay, 20. I like round numbers. Okay. Now we take our cylinders. Do it just here. And drag it up so it's intersect here. For the bool again. And we make here go on the tube. Hit Alt G on your keyboard for a group for a null object, and now we can drag these whole cylinders in the null object too, and we get added, and it does everything for us. You see, we have the bevel, we have everything with just this bool and this bevel deformer. I love this bevel deformer. It's just great. Yeah. So far so good. Now we make this ring here and these knobs. It's quite easy, it should be quite easy. Just make a copy of this tube, drag it out here with Control on the keyboard. The tube with we have here a thickness of 10. So the height of 10 should be okay for the tube. 10 centimeter. But the tube has in the middle, this axis in the middle. So we should go here in the Y to 195 should be okay. Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay. And this tube, we can give a roundness or a fillet here. Yeah, maybe not so much. Radius of 3 should be okay too here. And 3 segments. Let's look how it looks. Yeah, okay. That's this. And now is the cylinder the same? There's nothing more. Here we have the big cylinder and just drag it out. So control it and copy it out. Not drag it out, just copy it out. Control key on the keyboard and drag it down here. With all cylinder selected, we'll take a height of 10. Let's see what's wrong here. Okay. And go up here. About here, let's see. Yeah, 195, the same. Okay. And here we can make for this 3. No, we need this. See, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these 3 caps and a fillet with 3 segments and 3. Is this okay? No, that's maybe less. Yeah, something like this. And for this bigger one here, I just would say we make this a little higher. So let's say 15 or 20, because in the original picture it stands out a little bit here. So we do it here. 20 is maybe too much. And now here make fillet 2. Yeah, that looks like here. That's it. Looks exactly like this here. It stands out a little bit, okay. And we have this now. Okay, very nice. The next thing I want is this front here, and in the back we do the same. For this we can steal, let's see here, let's call this our knobs, so Alt G, knobs. Okay. That's okay, that's okay. Let's see, this bool we call case. So far so good. And now we can steal here from our backup from the extrude. Or from here, the extrude is the same. I need this rectangle. This is the profile for this. We take this rectangle and copy it out, so control key, drag it down. Now we have it here. Go in the front view. Okay. But I want to solo this, but we don't have to solo this. We can make it like this. Hide these 2 for the moment. So we have only this rectangle here. Go in the point mode and just delete the outer points. So we take this one, this one, this one, this one, doom, 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 and just delete it. Okay, can break this. Now we need an extrude. Alt on the keyboard and check. With extrude freeze 10 with everything with a thickness of 10, so let's make here 10 too. And of course we need fillet. So caps, fillet caps. but here we needed constraint, so we go to constraint. And now, let's see, the 3, 3, 3, 3. That should be okay, but as I have seen here, it's maybe a little inner. It's not plain with the outside here. So go in the side view and just drag this the rectangle here. Okay, and let's see, something like this. You can eyeball this. But I don't want eyeballs. I don't want such numbers. I want round numbers. Try it with 8. Yes, okay. And the same we can do for the back 1, 2. So go to the extrude knob, hold your control key on the keyboard and drag it down. Hold the shift key too and just drag it down. The backside we don't see, so we don't care so much. It's just I'm afraid if I don't make a backside that we get too much light in this box. So this holes here shows just a white inside. Good, we can, and I will do it. I will make the inside black, so we get black holes here. But doesn't matter. This backside, close it, and that's it. So, and the next thing is we texture this guy. For this I make some thing here. So this got this front, this back, and now what do we have here? This is the case, and all together Alt G are, let's say, the model. Okay, I want the caps. So now I copy this model null here, or I copy everything. So I select it and Control C on your keyboard. Now I want to use, of course, my Nikomedias Scene Rig, the Lite scene. So I go to the content browser, go to my favorites. Here I have I want the 0.3, the new one. So just double click it, go back to my object manager here, and now Control V, so we have our model back here. Okay, select the scene rig and just drag the whole scene rig a little down. That we have it exactly on the floor. I could drag just the floor too, but the whole scene rig, we have the sky and everything dragged. So, okay. Now the camera we can do later with the camera. I just want to texture now. What we need, of course, is good. This we can do later with the lighting. We need a green texture and a white texture. We should be able to do this. Let's start with the white. A really white one. Maybe we need then sorry, not the color, so the luminance will be better, but we'll see it a bit later. Reflectance, no specular, GGX. And for the Fresnel I want dielectric and take pet. Here no, maybe 50 and 20, let's see. Okay, call this white. Why not? Then we take the same material just in green, copy it, so Control and drag, call this green, and let's make it quite nice bright green. Okay, that's for the button, and then we need another one for the front. So control drag front. This be with the holes. This one, and we need a black one too. I want black the back and then the inside. Okay. So for the black, go to the color channel, just make it a little darker, so something like this. Okay. Let's start with the white one. That's model case. We can drag the white one directly on the bowl. Here. Okay. Then the green one on this tube here is for the knobs tube. Just the green one. Then a white one for the big cylinder. This is this one. That's a big knob. Here we need a green one. And for the other knobs we need this white one too. So just 1, 2, 3. Okay, and for the front we need our front and put it here. So now take just some light or some HDRI to light our thing here. Studios, come on. Let's start with this maybe. Preview on. Something like that. And just try to make a render, why not? Let's see what we get. Doesn't look so shabby for the first try. So let's start with, let's continue with this front texture here so that we get these holes. We go in our texture, double click it, and we are in. Let's make an interactive render set render here. So no, not you. Alt R, and you get an interactive render. So go to the alpha channel, to the texture. We need surface and tiles. Yeah, and you see what's going on here. For the tiles we need no red, so let's make it black too, and the gray we want white. Okay. Next we don't need squares, we need circles. Then we need much smaller circles, let's say 20% of this. And we need it inverted. So go to the alpha channel, and here we have invert. And you see, we almost have exactly what we need. We have here, maybe we go a little outside with the front here. Something like that. Let's say here in the set 5. Let's see what we get now. That looks better. And we have exactly here these 3 in the corner, these 3 holes here, and these 3 holes, and something exactly like here. Yeah, but now we see the white inside. Let's make this white black. Of course, this method is okay for a render like this. Of course, when you go to something like this, that is nothing. But if you don't have to go very close, it's okay like this too. But let's make the inside black now. First, we can go to the back side here and like this. And Alt R for deactivate the render settings, deactivate our preview here. And now we just need our. Here I have a nice plugin. This is a solo plugin. But you can solo here, but I prefer the Nitroman solo plugin. And normally I have it in my toolbar. So let's give it in the toolbar so you see how I do this with the toolbar. I hit Shift F12 on my keyboard. Here I search for the Magic Solo, Magic Merge, Magic Center, Magic Solo. Here I have it, and I want it here on the thing. So, but I want a little separator, so I take an icon separator here, and maybe here. Yeah. And now drag the Magic Solo button here. Okay, I will give you the links for the plugin, of course, in the description. That's okay. And now if I have this, I go to my case here. Normally I need just this case. But here we may get some problems because I cannot select polygons on the extrusion. So I have to convert this extrusion, but it should be no problem. So make a copy of this extrusion. We have still a copy. We have a copy in the backup, so we don't need it. Just go to the extrude, activate it, and edit optimize. Okay, that should do nothing, so it's okay. It's everything okay. And now we can go to this extrude and solo it for the moment, and let's see what we get. You see the solo button gives me just this extrude what I need. I don't need these two selection tags. What I need is just the inside of the, so go to the polygon mode, UL for loop selection, select it, and now go to set selection. You can do it, I have it in my toolbar, but you can do it under mesh, I think, or under select and set selection. So, set selection, this selection I need. Name it inside. Okay, and then again on our solo button, and we have everything again. So, and now we need the black. So let's hide this for a moment. The front. I need a black inside here. So I throw the black here on the extrude knobs and put the selection tag here. And this takes away my color from here. It should work if I take my black selection on this and take this. It should work. Just drag it. Yeah, that works. You can take the selection tag from another object. No, that's what I want. Exactly what I want. Inside black, outside white. And now, if we render this, the whole should look much better because we have a black inside. Alt R. Let's still not what I want, but I think that's the reason is we need GI here. Go to the render settings, and I have low now. I'm going to go to low GI. Yes, now it's now we're talking. Yeah, it looks almost like the original. This is this, and the original picture is this. It's almost the same. But now we, of course, we want to render it nicer. So, okay. First thing what I see, it's too dark here. Let's make a little more quality. Go to the middle. Needs longer to render, but what else? Okay. Maybe go to physical and put here 30. Or let it here to 15, go back to my low and go to the fixed and give here 1.5. Yeah, that's better. Okay. That's too dark. Everything is too dark. So first I try it with another HDRI here. We could, of course, go to the fill light. You can everything do, as I said, in my every tutorial of mine, you can do everything, of course, without the Nikomedias Scene Rig. You don't need it. So, but it's much easier with the rig. Here you can take a light and play with a fill light, but here just turn on fill light and go up a little, and no, just a little more, and you see, we get much brighter. But I want to try it not with the fill light at the moment. I want to try it with another HDRI. Let's see if we take this and I can try it with more reflection brightness. But it is just the reflection brighter. Here nice reflections, but let's try another HDRI. To the content browser and let's take this one. This is quite bright one. Yeah, immediately, totally, much better. So I want brighter reflections. Yes. Yeah, here now we have nice reflections. Here. Okay. But we can try it, as I said before, we can try to take a luminance channel, not a color channel. Go to the luminance channel. This will be much too bright, of course, now. But around 80. Yeah, that looks nice. And here the green on the top is okay, but maybe we make this green here a little lighter. But we have to be careful here on the front. Take the front picture and go to the luminance and make a luminance channel, luminance green. But now you see we get a green floor here, and I don't want it now. So sometimes it's great, but for this particular case I don't want it. So we go to illumination here in the texture and say generate GI no. Now it, see, now we don't have this. Luminance a little too bright. Go to 80. Ah, but otherwise it was something like this. Okay. But let's try again the color version. I do like the color version more because we get nicer holes. So we can do one thing. We can go to the luminance and the color channel and make just a little luminance. Yeah, maybe that's okay. Okay. Yes, so I like it. That's it. But maybe here we are a little too bright now. Yeah, okay. So now I will try a nice render. So Alt R for this thing. We don't need the preview for the moment. Render settings here. I think it renders quite fast, so I can go to the high settings and make it for this to 80. That's enough. Physical is medium here. It's okay. Here's blurriness. Yes, we need more. Okay, so I will pause this video and make an render. So I'm back and we had here a render time of only 1.5 minutes with 720p. Yeah, and it looks great if you ask me. Here, this is the original, and here is our one. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, maybe if we are too narrow with the knobs here, but even can this change. So now I make a camera with my scene rig here. Go to the camera, activate it. So go down at the down. Whoops. Yes. This left and pitching. Okay. More here. Maybe too much pitching. So let's see if we get the same angle, almost the same angle. But here is another focal length, or how it's called. But I think that's okay. Yeah. Maybe more heading. So like this. A little down. A little closer. Okay. Nice. And yeah, with these 3 buttons here, so I can deactivate this for the moment. We just go to our null object here with the bool. We take these 3 cylinders and these 3 cylinders. You can add the selection with the control key. This, and this. And if we now press T on our keyboard and drag it down, we should be able. But it makes it bigger and smaller. so don't make it land this way. Just take the cylinder 2 and cylinder 2 here. E for move, and move it 10 on this side. Then we take, no, that's the cylinder 1 and cylinder 1 here, and move it 10 on this side. So activate our camera again, and now we are Shift F6. Yeah, now it should be the same. Okay. So I make another render, and that should work now. So pause for the video for a second. So okay, here we have our result. This is the original, and here we have our result. Okay, I hope you like this tutorial, and as I say in each tutorial, just if you have ideas for tutorials or questions, write in the comments or write me on Facebook or somewhere. And yeah, that's it. You will get the project file, of course, and I will give you all links you need in the description. And yes, that's it. And as I said, to do this with modeling, we will get too many geometry. That will not really work, and it won't work here with the holes on the round edges and something else. I can try it, but I'm pretty sure it does not work. Okay, this is it for this tutorial, but I try it now, so I don't stop now. I give it a try how we could tackle this. But if you're not interested, if I do this, so you can stop here, or you watch. We watch it. So I make a new file. How could we do this? And do just this front plate. I take a plane plus Z. Then yeah, we would need more. The next thing is we wouldn't get some holes diagonal. We wouldn't get just such a. Let's see what we can do. I don't do it now with as much geometry we would need, but a little more. 30, okay. Then convert this with C or with the script here. Then we go to the point mode and select everything with Ctrl A. Then UL for a loop selection. Hold the Control key and just we need a boundary loop, so we would have to stop at boundary. Yeah, here. And hold the Control key and click, so we remove this selection. We need just these points here. And now. MS for a bevel, and just bevel these points. Try it now. We will see what we get. Something like this. Not so bad. But shaping, okay, tool options. An offset of 5, let's say. Then I want the subdivision of 1 and the depth to -100. Now it looks like holes. But now, how we can make holes out of them? Yeah, we could E for move. Back, so, and so we're here. Now I lost my, I want to go to my, again, sag MS for bevel, 5-1, okay. And move. Why I can't go to my move? Move the MS. So I have to. And it wouldn't work to. Yes, I can do one thing. I have this selection things here. It's French, whatever it's called. Let's see. This selection subdivision surfaces. You will find the link in the description. And here we have a very nice thing. We can select by polygon size. So if we take this, then we go to the polygon and select just one triangle here. Or it's a quad, so it's not a triangle, but just one. And now with tolerance of 5, it should find every single one. That's not what I want. No tolerance. 1%, and then we have to 0.3. Yes, now I have the holes, and just delete now this polygons. Okay, so far so good. And now go into point mode, and you see we have some points here we don't need. So point mode, right click and optimize. So the next thing is we go in here, select everything, and D for extrusion. And D, is that okay? Create caps, yes. And let's see what we get. Okay. But the next thing we need is here a bevel thing. And if we bevel this now, and then the subdivision surface, pooh. Just that. So if if cinema crashes, we'll see. Good. Go in the edge mode. Now we need selection and Fong break selection. This selects every 90 degrees now, but it works great. So you see everything was select all. And now MS for bevel. Or we can do it, I save this selection now. So maybe I need it again. But with these selections, I could work with my bevel deformer too. Take my bevel deformer, put the selection tag in here. So use angle is then don't need then. 1 and 3, let's say 2 for the moment. Let's see how long it needs. So now we wait. Okay, that's not so. I thought it needs longer, so 0.5 would be enough here. Okay. Of course, we need this now in a subdivision surface so that we get round holes here. Take our plane and take in the subdivision surface. Maybe the other one is without angles is nicer. Yeah, looks nicer. Okay, now we have quite nice. Let's render this. It prepares, so we have a lot of geometry. So, okay, but this is it. We don't have diagonal holes. We don't have this rounding here. What we would need. The next thing we could do is it with splines, but it's not necessary for this model. So okay, let's say that's enough. With splines, I would do it like, yes, here front spline, rectangle spline, rounding, then take another spline, circle spline, of course make it smaller, something like this. Then go to the circle, take an MoGraph cloner, grid array. We don't need it in the Z direction. So here one. Here we need it here, so like this, and 366 like this. 366 here. And you should see that now we can play with the rounding again. So we had to work with a cloner selection, with a MoGraph selection tag, and we get a lot of geometry here too if we do it like this, 18 to 18. We would have a lot of geometry. Even if we have to put this in a spline mask. Let's see if this works. And along the C's, okay. And that calculates so that it's, I think it calculates. It must be along set. And maybe I have to make this cloner editable. Check. So I have just one spline. This whole holes. This now just one spline. Yeah, okay. Along set. And okay. Oh, that would be too much to. We had maybe when I make this editable, go to point mode, and I had to delete these points here. This and this too, but this will destroy our thing here, so it's just problems. Okay, make a point here. You never will get a nice thing here, so like this. And if you put this whole thing then in a extrude NURBS, you get a lot of geometry again, and it's not, and you get no holes on the rounded corner now, as we have in the with the alpha mask. So I would recommend stay with the alpha mask for this particular model. So no, and I think we got a really nice result here. You see this holes on the rounded edges, so you never get this with the geometry, which wouldn't know how. If you have an idea, if some of you just tell me your ideas or show me, or make a short video tutorial or something else, if you have an idea how we could model this. Okay, so that's for today, and thanks for watching. Tell me your ideas or something, questions and everything if you have one, and yes, next tutorial will come for sure. Bye bye, tschüss, baba.